Alright, what is up guys? It is Code Synthesizer here, and so today I'm going to show you guys my text editor, Atom.io. So now, Atom.io, or Atom, as it is should be called, I don't know why I call it Atom.io, probably because of its URL, but Atom is a text editor made by GitHub, and in fact, you may have noticed in my previous videos I was using Sublime Text 3. However, recently I've been using Atom because there's some features on it which I really like and Sublime Text lacks. So I officially switched over to Atom, and so in fact the reason why I've been posting videos in a long time was because my computer was broken. So in fact I had to send it to the Apple store and they had to replace the motherboard and the hard drive, so I lost all my data, which isn't really that bad because this computer really only held schoolwork, and since the year is over, I don't really need anything from last year again. I mean, I hope I don't. That'd be really bad, but anyway, I thought I would take you guys on a tour or on a showcase of how to install Atom.io. So now firstly go to the URL Atom.io, and then all you have to do is press the download for Mac button, or download for PC, or download for Linux. Yes, it works on all three softwares. So while Atom.io downloads, I guess I'll explain to you a little bit about why Atom is so popular nowadays. And that's because it's very flexible. So in fact, it's based on Node.js, and it is ran off of Node.js, which means that it's in fact a web application running as a desktop application, which means that you could technically build a web app out of this. And what I mean is that it's built on HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, which means that you can create a CSS style sheet for this application, and so for example like the .tab class. Make the background white, and then there you go, you have a white background. It's very easy. So then they boast about some features which Sublime Text has as well. So I mean, they're not impressive, like cross-platform editing, file system browser, multiple panes, built-in package manager, smart auto-completion. Like, those are all basic things, but what is good is in fact the open source. And what is very good about it is that a lot of developers have been developing apps for it, or plugins as they're called, or packages and themes, which really elevate Atom.io. So now I'm going to install Atom. So you just have to open it, and in fact you're done. I'm just going to keep it in my dock, and so first just verify Atom, open it, and then you're good to go. There you go, you got Atom. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys my themes, because in my opinion Atom is so ugly, but so is Sublime Text. They're all very ugly. So now to install themes, as they're called, you first press command or question mark, or command comma, then you go to install, and then you'll open the settings tab. So you go to install, and then you click the themes for themes, or packages for packages. So now I want my material UI. So when you press the spacebar, it actually scrolls down. I mean, they should fix that. And I use the one by Silvestre Leos. I don't like too much. So I'm going to install that. And I'm also going to install the Atom material syntax, also by Silvestre. So now what's the difference between the syntax UI, or just the UI? The UI basically dictates the look of the application itself, while the syntax dictates the look of the syntax. So for example, right now I'm using Atom Dark for the syntax, and then if I switch to Atom Light, the syntax is very different. So anyway, it's downloaded, and so now we can use Atom material. Alright, perfect. Very sexy. Very sexy indeed. Okay. So now I'm just going to close out of the settings and then go back. Well, I can't view my settings for my Atom material. Whoops. So in fact, everything is hosted off GitHub, interestingly enough. So what's cool about this Atom material is that you can literally switch the colors to whatever you want. So if you want a blue, you have blue. If you want red, if you want pink, if you want a red. Oh, that red looks so good. I wish I could get it back now. Where was it? an orangey red. Oh wow, yep, that's really good. It's really cool. And your accent colors you can see is this color, which is white, which would be the text, for example. So then as you can see, you can pick a predefined color palette like that, but I personally prefer that other color I created earlier. Beautiful. So now what I do is I have contrasting panels, so that way I can differentiate between the settings like here and then the file navigator. Then I use the tinted tab bars, just that way they're colored, which is nice. So well, my accent color change a little bit there. So they have those blue. And then I blend the tree view with the tab bar, so that way I see projects at the top. And then I do not use a compact tree view because I like my tabs and my my tree view to be large, so that way I can see things very easily. So in fact, I use 18 as a default. As you can see, it's much bigger now and it's much clearer to read, like that. And if we scroll down, that's it. So now we're going to install my CSS, or in this case, oh my god, language as CSS. So in fact, when you press space in this editor, it scrolls down for you automatically, which is really annoying. But I use language as CSS, which provides SAS support, which I use since I use SAS. And I use CodeKit. I really advise that you try it because it is truly a really cool app. Automatic refreshing, a hosted server which you can use to access your app on a phone to see if it truly works on a phone, which is I think was so cool when I tried that for the first time. Automatic refreshing, like it's really cool. So now we're going to install language CSS, and while that's installing, or SCSS, we're going to go to the core settings and change a few things. And we're going to change especially a few things. So auto indent is on, because that way when you indent, it indents automatically. Because if it's off, I don't know, some people probably like this, but if it's off, you return here, which is a bit annoying in my opinion. Then I don't change the font family because otherwise it messes with the tab spacing, and I like the tab spacing as it is, so I just keep it as blank. Then there's one last thing which is so important to me and I hold so dear. It is the scroll past end. Sometimes you're saying, oh wow, it's just a simple scroll past end, why do you care about that? That's because without it, you can't scroll past the end. And so this was my problem with Sublime Text. So what I would have to do is enter like that, so that way I could feel more comfortable while typing. However, this is luckily no longer the case, as now with scroll past the end, I can simply, well, it's still so good, I can simply scroll past the end. So yeah, so once my package installs, which it has, it is already in use and it's already working, which is really cool. Alright guys, I'm Code Synthesizer, and I hope you guys enjoyed this Atom tutorial. If you want more tutorials on Atom, like how to set up Git, then just comment down in the description, leave a like, and I will be sure to do that. Thank you for watching.